on top,
Yo,
yeah.
no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want.
Hey guys, Coach Dan here. I've been lifting for over 20 years. I hold a degree in exercise and sports science, and I've been coaching people for over a decade. On this channel, we're all about evidence-based hypertrophy or muscle growth training. Today, I'm going to take you through my first push workout of the week. I'm going to show you what I do, explain why I'm doing it, and show you exactly how to execute so you can apply any tips and tricks to your own training. So something noteworthy about this week is that I'm going to head into a diet maintenance period or a diet break. I've been finding last week I'm running into a lot of fatigue, and just this period of training is not about sort of getting as lean as possible. So pushing through that fatigue at the moment doesn't really make sense. Some might call me a bit of a wuss, but yeah, I'm going to have a diet break, increase food, reduce cardio for a period of time, or reduce steps for a period of time. And then, you know, when that sort of fatigue feels as if it's gone away, my sleep returns to normal, all this kind of thing, then potentially reintroduce that deficit and then, you know, finish off my weight loss period. All right, so push workout number one for the week. All push workouts at the moment, or all workouts where lateral deltoids are involved, I prioritize lateral delts by starting them at the beginning. This means that when I have the most energy, I am hitting the lateral delts, as that is a focus point for me at the moment. Some downsides to that is that it might affect some of the other movements. But again, it's about, these are the focus for the time being, so you take that hit. So I'm going to do a cuffed behind the back lateral raise variation. Now this seems a bit complex and a bit of fuck around, but it works well for me. And this cable machine is such that it needs to be a seated variation, because otherwise you run into the edge of the cable machine. So essentially what I do, we've got the cuffs, we hook in 1, 2, step over, and then we're going to take a seat. Now I would normally not take that seat. I do like sitting down, don't get me wrong, but it's just that this cable machine, because this is now quite low, that I have to come down to kind of make it difficult at the beginning. And then all we do from here, raise out to the side. So I've kind of set those cables such that where my arm is kind of traveling is sort of on that 45-degree angle, or what we call the scapular plane. So that is the behind the back delt variation, lateral raise variation we're going with today. We will do this in superset with some pull-ups. So we're going to walk over. I've got my favorite pull-up station over here, which allows my hand position that I like and all that kind of stuff. Do a set here, maybe jot down our reps on our program, walk over there, do a set there. It's about 10 meters away or something like that. And we're going to bring these back and forth. So pull-ups, again, you wouldn't say they normally come into a push workout, but for me, trying to add a little bit of volume to those as well. So we put this in a superset at the beginning, and then we move on to the chest stuff and all the other good stuff. So early morning session here on, this is the first workout of the week, so there's no one else in the gym, nice and quiet. All right, let's go.
Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase it? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Okay, lateral delt, first exercise done, pull-ups done. So lateral delts at the beginning as a priority. So when you have the most amount of energy, then you're putting your energy into what's the most important. Now this is a push workout, so traditionally things like this, incline bench press, dumbbell bench press we have coming up next would go first, but again, for a period of time so we can bring our lateral delts up, they get the love first. Pull-ups, that's just to get some extra back volume, an experiment I'm running. So you wouldn't call this a full upper body day. I just bang a couple of pull-ups out in this workout because it's a couple of days away from my last back workout, a couple of days until my next back workout. Until my next back workout. So next we go incline Smith machine bench press. So we have this bench pretty high. This, according to the bench, it's got some different notches here. This is about 37 degrees. So we're going to do that there. When we go to our dumbbells after, we're going to take it down to 20 just so we're ticking different boxes for inclines. Smith machine has some value in that it has lots of value. You've got lots of value. It has merit because it's on these rails. So what the rails do is it keeps it in line. You don't have to worry about balance or stability or anything like that. But what that does mean is at the beginning you get the setup correct because you can't, like a free weight, move it to where you want to go. So you have to get the setup, where this bench is, where what your hand position, all that kind of stuff, because you won't be able to kind of just shuffle it around in real time. So we get our hand position. I'm a couple of centimeters measured by my thumb outside that smooth. Bar goes up, twist it out, control the down, top of the chest, push. So got different inclines to go. This one's 37, I'm going to give this a try. Maybe 30 would be better on this one, but we'll practice here first. 3 sets. Something that we have started this week is we're taking all of our stuff to a moderate rep range, so 8 to 12. No heavier stuff in the lower rep range because it just hasn't been moving very well. So we're going to try and tweak things such that we can start to make progress again or hold on to progress. Although I was in a fat loss phase, now I'm in a maintenance phase. However, I'm going to keep that rule through, that we're going to take it back to 8 to 12, see if we can keep progressing with that. And if we go to a fat loss phase again, we'll just keep the same rule. So just a little experiment for me here is like, why am I not getting better in the lower rep range? And potentially I could work a way to keep getting better, but I just kept sort of taking hits as far as performance. But the stuff in the moderate rep range was good throughout. So I'm going to keep the moderate stuff and just have that all the pushing work, all the chest work. All right, let's get our weight on there.
Feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but the world is possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head.
Yes. All right, medium incline Smith machine bench press done. 37 degrees. This now comes down to 20. Now, the only reason I know that is because the side of this bench says it. So I'm trusting in what they say, but regardless, we're just doing slightly different inclines. Some might say, well, is that even like, has that even got a point to it at all? Why not just do more sets on that, or same incline, or whatever it might be? If you think about it, like if we move our torso, the path in which our arm comes essentially is a little bit different. So theoretically it makes sense that different fibers will work on different inclines versus flat versus decline and all that kind of stuff, because your arm is being pulled in different directions. So with that said, mixing it up potentially has some merit to grow the whole muscle overall. Potentially, there's no like direct evidence to say this is massively different to that as far as growth. There's some like EMG stuff which they kind of just test the signal, basically the nervous system signal to that muscle. And there is some differences there growth-wise that's not as well understood. Anyway, with all that said, low incline dumbbell bench press, I'm calling this one, 20 degrees, as I said. Dumbbells right in front to begin with. Yeah, this one is also going down in rep range, up in rep range, down in weight, because again, struggling for performance on the heavier stuff. So for the time being, I'm going to work on the moderate stuff and maybe bring the heavier stuff back in later. So don't need much of a warm up here. Onto the lap. Try and be as efficient as possible. Kick them back and press. So I'm thinking about touching the inside head of the dumbbell to like the outside portion of the chest or the start of the armpit, such that I have a consistent rep each time. A nicely stretched out chest touching here, so it's the same every time, so I know when I add weight or reps or performance, I am getting better. Alright, we're rolling here, so I'll either do this 8 to 12 as well, maybe even take it all up to 15. Yeah, may as well go to up to 15, I suppose. But we're just essentially lightening the loads, increasing the reps, and push that moderate rep range forward so we can keep making progress versus the 6 to 8 or heavier stuff just going nowhere. Yeah, it's just an experiment I'm running. It might be that this is the better rep range for me for whatever reason. It might be for some reason your high-end strength in fat loss phases is not as good. Whatever it is, we'll go to this rep range for the time being and see what happens, see if we make some good progress again. Okay, let's go.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing.
Alright, next up, overhead cable tricep extension. So a thing to keep in mind, this is a tricep exercise obviously. One thing to consider when it comes to training triceps is ensuring that we train the tricep in some of these different positions. Now, one of the portions of the tricep passes the shoulder into the scapula. So when we do just a standard push down, you do stretch out the tricep, but the long head of the tricep, because it attaches into the scapula, will be further stretched when we start to raise our arm like this. So things like skull crusher variations where our arm's in this position, or overhead tricep extension like I'm going to do, might have some merit versus only doing this. I'm not saying this is bad. I would just say in some of your training it might be worthwhile arms in this position here to do your tricep exercises. Kill me, shoot me for that, even if this is like your all-time favorite, this, single arm like this, crossbody ones like this, all that kind of stuff, not bad. Just potentially have in your program over the course of time things in that position. So set this up such that when we get into position it's not too far to return back to there. So I'll twist over, I've got a straight bar, heaps of elbow flexion, elbows are pretty high, my butt's kind of touching the thing here, so I know it's a standard each time. Extend, flex, extend. When we finish, come out like such. So this is going to be 5 sets here, triceps or arms being a priority. So let's get going.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah.
Okay, plate loaded shoulder press next. So this one's got quite a unique feel to it, quite a unique angle, but feels quite pleasant on the shoulders. So if we think about all the chest exercises we do and all these kind of things, the anterior delt works because it attaches to the side of the arm and into the outer part of the collarbone or clavicle. It's going to kind of pull your arm in towards your head in these kind of directions. So when we press, it helps, although we want it to be mostly about the chest, but it will still contribute. But it's probably not the limiting factor because the chest is kind of lined up best to do those movements. So I'll do 2 sets here just to cap off the volume for that muscle group, or cap off, do some work for that muscle group that makes it be the limiting factor or the one that goes close to failure. So 2 sets here only because of all that other work, and potentially it's not a area for bodybuilding, whatever, physique, whatever, that you need heaps of extra work for. So unique angle. The resistance is also such that it's easier at the bottom, which again might not be ideal for muscle growth, but again, it feels good on my body at this stage of the workout where I've done all that I've done up until now. Maybe this will be okay. So I'm going neutral grip, seems to line up best for me. Center of the handle, driving the arm towards the head, control it down, gentle tap towards the head. 2 sets here only. Yeah, quite a unique thing. It's kind of coming from, if it went straight it would be a bench press, but it kind of gets above that, so we'll see how it feels after a couple of hard sets. I've never really done this one and taken it close to failure, so we'll see. All right, let's go.
You can do anything, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
My strife, my right to fight, to die, and this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done, but what's the point of...
Alright, capping off the workout and some lateral delt volume with this machine lateral raise. So I believe the manufacturers of this machine intended for it to be facing out, and that's why these handles are there. But I have always found with these kind of machines, when I face out, it's not super comfortable on my shoulders, but facing in using this guy, very, very nice. So essentially you'll kind of shuffle in, arms on the inside of the pad, and we're raising out to the side. Now you can kind of move yourself to kind of the path that you want your arm to go in. Potentially the best sort of path for the shoulder is kind of what we call the scapular plane. So it's this kind of angle where if my arm keeps raising, it'll miss the back of my head. So like directly out to the side, maybe not as much, but into that kind of position where the arm will kind of aim and like miss the back of the head. Whereas for the anterior delt, to the front of the head, the posterior delt, it's into those kind of positions. So, but we want lateral delt here. So you kind of line yourself up, line your arms up such, line your body up such that the path, if your arm were to keep going, would kind of miss the back of your head. 3 sets here, and we are done. Good stuff. So yeah, a little bit of extra lateral delt volume has gone into this block of training, maybe the last 6 weeks or so, to see if that will help progress that muscle group, as well as for exercise number 1. It's at the beginning of the workout, so it's a priority with the most energy. But this portion, this is just to get the extra volume in. All right, let's finish it off.
Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm some lucid shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?